A major part of Hawaii's economic recovery is childcare for those of us who have to get back to work. And the state actually offers a number of resources and programs to help. Joining us now is Dana Balansag of the Department of Human Services. And Dana, tell us quickly, why is it important to have childcare? You know, a lot of businesses are still shut down, but they still need this service.
So our leaders have been talking about phased approach to reopening and our economic recovery. And one thing we know that childcare is critical for our recovery efforts for Hawaii. Families need to be able to have somewhere safe to send their children when they're going back to work. And childcare providers are needing to be able to stay open on childcare operations when we're preparing our recovery efforts.
Break down exactly what are all of the different programs, just for maybe someone who's never heard of these before, may not have needed them, but how do I decide which one is good for me?
So the Preschool Open Doors program is targeting for children who are in the year before their kindergarten entry. So these children would be going to kindergarten in the fall of 2021. And so they would apply for this upcoming year, starting July 2020 through June 2021, and be able to attend preschool in the year before kindergarten. So if your child is not that age, then you would be looking at our other program, Childcare Connection Hawaii, and that would be serving children from birth through 12 years old. So families who need childcare assistance to help pay for their childcare costs for that larger age range would be applying for Childcare Connection Hawaii.
You've always had these childcare services. How is it different now during this pandemic?
So during the pandemic, we've been able to suspend or eliminate some of the requirements that have been in place. So for our two different childcare subsidy programs, we have Preschool Open Doors. We've extended the deadline to submit the application until May 15th. So families have more time to submit their applications for that program. And then our Childcare Connection Hawaii program, we've suspended things such as the income cap that we normally have in place, as well as the activity requirement for families to be working in school or job training. And we've also been able to waive some of the family co-payment contributions that we normally have in place as well.
And how do you actually decide who can qualify? I mean, I know in the past there have been maybe some income limits. Right now, is it just for essential workers, for example? What if I'm working from home? Can I still take advantage?
Yes, you could take advantage either if you're essential workers or if you're working from home and you have a provider that is still operating and you're sending your child to childcare, or if you are holding your child's seat, then you would be resuming childcare when you go back to work in the office as well.
What's the demand been like? Are you seeing a lot more people apply for these?
We haven't seen a large increase in the applications for either programs during this pandemic time, and we just want to make sure that families are aware that we're still taking applications for Preschool Open Doors program, as well as with the additional suspended requirements for the Childcare Connection Hawaii program. Families should be applying because we understand that it's essential for families to have childcare when they're at work as essential workers, as well as for families when they're planning to go back to work, they will need their child arrangement in place.
Okay, so this is actually trying to get a jump on it. I know there were some deadlines before. What's the deadline now? What's the actual process? Tell us about that.
So the Preschool Open Doors program, the deadline has been extended to May 15th. And so families could still apply through the Patch organization, which is contracted for our Preschool Open Doors program. And then the Childcare Connection Hawaii offices are 6 offices statewide, and that's our other contractor, ResCare, and they are taking the Childcare Connection Hawaii applications.
Okay, and we just go to the website? Give us that information.
Yes, so the website humanservices.hawaii.gov would have the information about both childcare subsidy programs, or if families want to go to our resource and referral agency, which is also Patch, patchhawaii.org has information as well.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today and actually sharing this valuable resource for our community. They may not be thinking about it now, but it may be something we need down the line. So thanks so much, Dana.
Thank you so much.
And that was Dana Balansag of the Department for Human Services. Don't go away. Good Morning Hawaii. We'll be right back.